Hey guys, this is a key guide for the Relaxation Room key. This key can be used on Streets of Tarkov and is used for the quest to Developer Secrets Part 2. But also at the time of me making this video, this key actually unlocks the most juiced room in the game, but it has actually already been nerfed from a 3-use key down to a 2-use key, but in my opinion it will probably end up being nerfed again at some point during this wipe. So this key can be found in the pockets and bags of scavs as well as in jackets or in drawers, or you can actually buy it from the flea market where it does typically sell for between 300 and 400k. However, the price definitely fluctuates, and one thing to keep in mind is that when you are buying this key, it is typically listed with 1 out of 2 uses left, since the key does have a 100% spawn rate on streets in one of the 12 known spawn locations in the IT office building, which is located on streets by the School, X-Ray, and Check 15 buildings. Now, the inside of the IT building was made accessible with patch 14, but be aware that because of this key location now going kind of viral, that it is going to be an absolute war zone in this area of the map right now. Plus, you do have to go into this building itself for the Developer Secrets Part 1 quest, as well as to obtain this key for the Developer Secrets Part 2 quest. And now I will show you guys all the potential spawn locations in a raid. So my PMC is starting outside the IT building. This is where the Check 15 building is. The vet clinic is going to be right here, and then the school is going to be just to the right of it. So if we do turn around and then head inside this iron fence area, then we will have 2 access points into this IT building. Then once you get inside, then you will have a small conference room on your right hand side. As you enter into this conference room, then there will be a whiteboard on your left, and in the chalk holder is where the first potential spawn location is. And to the right of the whiteboard is going to be a door that leads into Nikita's room. Once you do come inside here, then you do want to go to the left where there will be a spawn in the bookshelf next to the pink box, which is 3 shelves down from the top. There is also going to be a spawn directly across from this bookshelf inside this weapon locker hanging from the door. Now, in between the weapon locker and the bookshelf, there is another door, and this leads into Nikita's bathroom, and in the far left corner, there is a hookah with a key that spawns on the very top part of it. After checking these spawns, then we are going to head back out through the conference room, and then we're going to take a right and then another right, and at the end of this hallway, then there will be a locked door. This locked door will require the negotiation key to unlock, and this key can be bought on the flea market for usually between 15 and 20k. So if you do have the key and you are able to open up the door, then the location of the key spawn is going to be on the metal table on the far left side, just in the center of it. Now after you've checked this spawn, or if you don't have the key, then you can turn around and then continue down the hallway to the first office on the left. Now inside of this first office on your left, there is going to be 2 spawns, the first one being directly on your left inside this magazine just next to the first monitor. And then the second spawn will be at the far end of this room on the middle part of this coat rack. After checking these 2 spawns, then you can head back out to the hallway and then take a left, and then inside of this middle office where there will be 2 additional spawns to check, and both of which are going to be in the back right corner. The first one is going to be in between the teeth of this skull on top of this desk, and then the other spawn is going to be on the other desk just to the left of this in the center of the room, and it will basically be at the crotch of this figurine standing here. After checking these 2 locations, then there is actually a potential spawn for the negotiation room key in this same room, and it is going to be over here on the desk underneath this pig. So after checking this as well, then you can head back out to the hallway and then take a left, and then we are going to go into the third office room on the left hand side, where there is going to be 1 potential spawn location on the desk just to the right, and it is going to be to the right of the umbrella inside of this triangular terror group card thing. Now after checking this location, then you can head back out to the hallway and then take a left, and at the end of the hallway there will be a closed door that leads to a kitchen. Inside of this kitchen, once you enter, then immediately on your left there is a washing machine with 2 bags on it. And on the front right corner, then that is where 1 potential key spawn location is in this room. Now the second potential spawn inside this room is on the table behind the pizza box next to the hookah. And this is the 12th and final key spawn that we are aware about at this time. So now I will show you guys where we can use this key. So here's the map of streets, and the key is used in the alleyway in between the damaged house and then the sewer river extract. And my PMC will be starting just outside the big cinema. So my PMC is here on streets, and this is where the big cinema is located, and then just down this way is where the damaged house extract is. So as we move down the road here on our right hand side about halfway down, we will end up seeing a fluorescent pink sign above a door that does say the Hive. Now if you are here for the Developer Secrets Part 2 quest, then you will get a subtask complete just from entering into the hallway on the far side of this room. But if you are just here to loot up, then you will have the ability to leave here with a foolish amount of loot that can make you a whole bunch of money. Basically, you do have the opportunity to leave here with a moonshine or a whiskey from each one of these tables, as well as a whole bunch of different valuable spawns on each one of the chairs and couches that do include Bitcoins, GP coins, a bunch of the new Funko Pop figurines, ravens, clocks, vases, any valuable spawn. And there is also a bunch of duffel bags around which do seem to have a high probability of spawning GPUs and other high tier loot. But basically anyone who has been looting this room already on online raids has been coming out with a lot of their high value tech loot that is required for later tasks, or even just making absolute bank loot in this room. But as I mentioned earlier, just be aware that this room is getting more and more traction as more people find out about it. So just be aware that the IT building is basically a war zone right now, and that this hive building could definitely be camped out by someone waiting for you to come and open it up for them. So hopefully you guys found this key guide useful and did also help you guys to decide whether or not you wanted to keep this key to use it for yourself, or possibly to list it on the flea market, or potentially even buy it for yourself to use. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. If you're still here at the end, then I definitely appreciate you, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is just a couple of my different social links in case you guys wanted to connect more easily. I am primarily streaming on Twitch now multiple nights a week. So if you do want to connect with me or my community, that would probably be the easiest way to do so. And if you do come over to the Twitch and you want to join the Discord community, then just type !Discord or cord in the chat in order to get an invite link. And if you don't use Twitch, then I do have a link in the picture as well as a link below in the description. And we are growing and currently have an active and welcoming community with people of all experience and skill levels. So there will always be someone who could help to answer any questions that you may have. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.